All right. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. All right, so I just pulled a bunch of cards thinking that I was recording and I wasn't. So I am not moving these cards. I'm going to go over everything that I was, had been talking about, that basically I was talking to myself. So I know that someone out there needs to hear this. So I'm going to just kind of start over, but I'm keeping the cards because, yeah. So, all right. I'm using the Intuitive Kev Extra deck, and take these messages as they resonate because they're not going to resonate for everyone. Also, don't forget the energies can be reversed, and masculine can be feminine, feminine can be masculine, as we know. But sometimes these cards can be a little, on the crazy side, a little, out there, which, to be honest, yes, in normal life, I guess, what we call normal life, quote unquote, you wouldn't think that this stuff could happen. But I've come to the understanding through my life and through experiences and things like that, that the things that we call quote unquote normal aren't necessarily normal. And that honestly, I don't put past anything past anybody anymore. Okay. You just never know what people are capable of. All right. So, and I just got chills. So that's my confirmation from spirit. Okay. So the first card that came out was the Beta card here. So originally I was feeling when I was pulling cards that this was how, what I asked spirit was, what is going on with the collective's person, whoever is in your energy that maybe you're thinking of, that maybe you're in separation, no contact with, whatever. And you're like, what is going on behind the scenes? Like, what is going on with them in their daily life? Like, are they thinking of me? Like, what's going on? Are they getting karma? What's going on? Anyway, so originally I was feeling like this was how they were seeing you. And I still do feel that way, where this person feels that you're friendly, helpful, you're reliable, you're non-confrontational, you're just an all-around sweet, friendly person. Okay. But then the second card that came out, if I can get it up, hold on, let's see if I can get it up here without messing up the cards. We got the Witchy Sister card. Okay. Now, when I get this card, the person on the card, they don't really look mean. They don't really look like diabolical or anything like that. So I was kind of taking this as, maybe this is just talking about, and when it says sister could be a blood sister. So it could be this person's sister. It could be, I'm hearing also for those of you who resonate with this person having a third party, it could be this third party's sister. It could also just be a family member, or it could be a friend. So you know how sometimes we call friends sisters, we call friends brothers, things like that. It could be someone like that, just a close person in, their life. Okay. So take it as it resonates. But there's someone here in your person's life, to one degree or another, who dabbles in something on the witchy side. So it could be as simple as, making moon water and moon salts, things like that. Just, doing certain, rituals, cleaning their home, based on the moon cycles. They sprinkle salt around their home for protection. I mean, things like that. It could be something as simple as that. It could also be on the other extreme, like black magic, okay? Which, you don't want to think that kind of stuff happens. You don't want to believe that, those myths or that those things, actually happen. But that stuff actually is a real thing, and it is out there, okay? People that you would never think that do things like that are doing things like that, okay? And a lot of them are doing this because they are losing control. They realize that they have some sort of spiritual gifts of some, like I said, of some sort, or even if they don't, they try to get these spiritual gifts by looking up things online to try to figure out how to control people, control situations, control outcomes, things like that. And they don't know what they're messing with. Okay. They are messing with things that they just have they don't know how to protect themselves. They could be talking to dark entities and not realize it, making deals with the devil. I mean, things like that And I'm getting chills. So that is confirmation for me from spirit that this is actually happening for some of these people. Okay. And you know, these people are portraying themselves. See, this is another thing I'm getting with this card, this beta card. They're portraying themselves as this sweet and innocent and helpful person when behind the scenes they're doing black magic. All right. And they also are portraying themselves as this Sigma female who's in charge, who's in control, you know, mysterious, but strong on the inside, intelligent and fearless. So they're portraying themselves in this positive manner, but deep down, it's all about control. All right. And not in a good way. I mean, hey, being a Sigma female, there's nothing wrong with that. But when you're doing it in a negative way where you're trying to control others through black magic, I mean, and trying to, you know, manipulate energy in a negative way and controlling people's free will. I mean, that's when this stuff goes too far, and that's what, you know, the universe will and the divine will not allow that to happen and continue. Okay. So, you know, we had these two cards that came out as well. And this was another confirmation that this was the direction that this reading was going in for me. So there is, you know, yes, there's intuition, you know, going on behind the scenes. So your person is trying to use their intuition. That's what I'm getting from this card. But however, because of the cards that have also come out, I'm also, the intuition is what they're feeling as far as they know this good stuff about you. Okay. But they're also now using their intuition to realize what these people are doing toward you, the collective. Okay. They're realizing that there are things going on behind the scenes that are not as innocent as they thought. So whoever these people practicing witchcraft or spell work are, they're actually using divination. So they are doing tarot readings or getting tarot readings done on you. They're doing black magic against you because we have this card that came out as well. Spell work, black magic, curse, and hex. This person has been doing spell work on some of the collective here, whoever you are in the collective that maybe will resonate with this. If you are, you know, feeling where you're kind of lost, maybe you lost motivation, maybe lost confidence in one degree or another, maybe feeling stagnant or stuck, maybe feeling like your abundance isn't coming in, that nothing good is happening in your life. Maybe you're feeling like brain fog, or like you're, like I said, lost, and you don't know which direction to go in. You know, at one moment you feel like inspired to do things, but then the next minute you just feel like you just need to crash and hang out on the couch and not really do much. That could be the spell work, because this person is trying to keep you stagnant and stuck. Okay. Whoever this person is, they are trying to keep you from, reaping your abundance. And because they're doing this, they might have been wishing sickness and disease on you. However, I am feeling from spirit that this spell work is not working, and it's coming back on this person. So they are getting this tenfold, and they are getting extremely sick from doing this to you. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that, it's going to be, 6 feet under kind of things, but they're definitely experiencing sickness. I mean, it could be STDs. It could be, different types of illnesses, but they're getting hit with things because of the way that they've been acting and what they've been sending your way. Okay. This is not how the divine is okay with people using their gifts if they have them. And, like I said, I mean, for people who are out there, like, looking this stuff up and using it incorrectly, I mean, yeah, that's not what you want to mess with. Okay. Now, this person I hear was trying to get gifts here. They were trying to use whatever gifts they thought that they had. Okay. Number one, they saw that maybe through a tarot reading that you all were due for abundance, that you were due for great things to come your way. They wanted this. I'm hearing And I hate to say, it kind of reminds me of, that whole destiny swapping thing, which I have been told by spirit that cannot happen. Okay. These people can try all they want to swap destinies with people. These things, no, they've been predetermined before we came here. And you are due for what is due to you. So whatever is supposed to come your way is going to come your way. All right. The universe will not allow somebody to steal this from you. So if this person thinks that maybe as a third party, they were going to steal your person, if they were going to steal maybe abundance that this person was going to bring to you in one way or another, or whatever the case may be, this person thought that they were going to be you, basically. No, that ain't going to happen. So the universe is going to come down on that person hard. And I hear it's already happening. And they are going to get their karma in a bad way for doing this. Okay. So not only are they not getting whatever was coming to you, but they're going to be getting things taken from them that were actually due for them in this life because of the malicious things that they've done. All right. So instead of them getting, gifts, incentives, rewards, blah, 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 that's all coming right back to you because that is due to you. All right. Now, we do have the player and the narcissist card that came out. So, if you identify with the person that's in your energy being a player in the past, or, maybe being a narcissist or having a narcissist type energy, maybe they just demonstrate the traits or mannerisms or whatever, then that might be what these cards are referring to. I'm also hearing, though, that this this karmic female, and whether that's the sister, or if I'm hearing for a lot of you, it is a female karmic that was this third party. But take it as it resonates, because even if it was a male karmic, it could be this male karmic sister. But this person was also, whoever this third party was, were also a narcissist, or they probably still are, actually, are acting this way. They're full of themselves. They think they can do whatever they want. They think they're God, basically. And yeah, the divine is not okay with that. So, this person was probably in this player mentality, thinking that they can just go around having their cake and eat it too. They can just mess around with people's lives, lie to people, telling them that they're going to be commit to them or whatever, or, deceive them in one way or another. And then, emotionally abuse them, I'm hearing, and all sorts of things, manipulate. Yeah, it was, oh my gosh. And then, we have the intellectual theft that came out. So you see the pentacle down there, that's all about money. So this person thought that they were being smart. They thought that they were being smart. And that kind of goes along with this Sigma card as well. And like I said, being a Sigma, that's not necessarily a bad thing, a negative thing. But when you use it negatively, that's not good. That's basically, it's distorted. And so we've got intelligent and intellectual here. Yeah. So this person was trying to portray themselves as this really smart person, I'm going to be doing whatever I'm doing because I know better than everybody else, and this is going to work in my favor, and I'm going to get all this money and all these gifts. No. So there were attachments involved here, toxic cords, karmic energies, bad habits. Yep. So this is a karmic situation involved here. They've also been doing candle magic. So not only have they been doing tarot readings, manipulating energy, but they've been doing candle magic. And it actually says on here, may love life and finances be hexed. And let's see, what else does that say? Rest in, and I think it says rest in any energy lack. Yeah. So, They were trying to keep you in lack. They were trying to keep you away from all the finances and love that you were supposed to have in your life. And part of that was this person. Okay. So this person, this could be you. This could be this person in your energy. This could be the karmic, the third party. This could also be this sister. Somebody here is a Libra. Okay. And again, we've got financial blockages. So if you all have felt like, your finances have been blocked, that maybe you work and work and work so hard, but you just can't get ahead, that could be due to this. All right. I'm hearing from Spirit that they're coming down on these people. So this should be resolving and you should be moving forward here. Okay. I'm also hearing that because they brought this upon you, this is happening now to them, and it's happening tenfold. So if this person was even just relatively comfortable, this person is going to be in poverty, basically. All right. So this person could be a copycat. They might be looking at you online, watching you under fake accounts. If you have any kind of social media whatsoever, they're watching you, or they're even looking at your photos. Okay. And they're copying you. So however you do your hair, they're doing that. And part of that is because to your person, this is how you look to your person. You're gorgeous. To your person, this is how that person feels. They don't feel that they don't even compare to you. And you know what? It's comparing apples and oranges. So, you are divine. You are an empress. They can't compare themselves to you, but they do it anyway. And so they're jealous. This is all because of jealousy. You or any of these people involved could be a Capricorn. But I'm also hearing that because the devil is also Capricorn, that all of this is in devil energy here. So there's a lot of devil energy going on here. There's also addictive substances being used, coping mechanisms that are not healthy. Those are going on as well behind the scenes. Let's see what else Spirit wants you to know. Yeah, everything's done in excess. So materialism, wanting more and more and more. Nothing is ever enough. So, this person is probably, going to, plastic surgeons, trying to get different things done because they just don't feel like they ever look good enough. They are going crazy, like wanting more and more money because more and more material items like expensive purses, bags, shoes, clothes, their car. Everything has to be in excess. All right. But Spirit does want me to remind you that your spirit guides are around you. Okay. And they are protecting you. All right. So if you have any kind of, worry about this in one way or another, that, try not to be worried because, your spirit team has your back. Okay. And, this person, they're pretentious. They're pompous. They're putting on a front here. All they want to do is brag. And everything is superficial in their life. Everything is superficial. Nothing has any depth to it. There's nothing within them. You are authentic and real, and they're just fake. And there's also corruption going on too. There's some kind of monetary corruption going on. Something going on behind the scenes here. It does have to do with a masculine energy. Yeah, let's see. Yeah. Yep. So there's something going on with the masculine energy, whether this is your person or someone around them. Someone can be an Aries. So there is an Aries involved. And, Aries, it even says on this card, not that high vibrational Aries act like this, but if any of these people here have placements in Aries, if it's distorted, it's selfish and quick-tempered, impulsive and impatient, foolhardy, and a daredevil. So yeah, these people are acting in ways that they should not be acting. Okay. But Spirit wants you to know that Source is now involved. All right. So Source is involved with all of this, and your spiritual rank is not anything to be played with. All right. You have an angelic spirit guide that is on your side and with you always. Your spiritual rank, these people have no idea who they are messing with. All right. You, the collective, you have this knowledge inside of you that no one has any idea that, you know, how like extensive it is. And I hear the gifts that you have as well. Okay. Because you are doing good things for the collective. All right. You are doing great things for the collective. And Source also wants you to know, the divine wants you to know that you are a divine creator of your own life and your own manifestations, and you're a supreme being. All right. Some of you are actually gods or goddesses, and you do have some awesome spiritual gifts. So if you haven't tapped into those, definitely look into that. All right, just looking at some of these cards on the bottom here, just a heads up, because I'm going to end this reading here, but Spirit did want me to, kind of get this out to you here. There might be a Virgo. I don't know if you all are maybe a Virgo, any of you, but they're one of these people could also be a Virgo, and they're watching you. So just a heads up that they're watching you. It could be shocking. It could be shocking. And not only that, I'm also hearing that whoever this is that's watching you, it's going to be shocking to them to know that whatever manipulation they're doing is not working. Okay? So they think that whatever that they're doing is working, but they're a charlatan. They're a fake. They're a fraud. All right? Whatever they're doing, it's not working. There's also possibly a Gemini involved. You all could be a Gemini as well, but one of these people could have Gemini in their chart, and there's promiscuity going around behind the scenes here, some lust, things like that. So that's also involved. But, you all are empowered. You all are content with your life. All you're doing is trying to live your best life with happiness and gratitude. You're committed to yourself. You're committed to everything that you need to be committed to as far as bettering yourself and living in your highest timeline. Okay. And that is all that Spirit wants you to do. Okay. You all are doing exactly what Spirit wants you to do and what the divine wants you to do. Please don't ever forget that Source is on your side. All right. And you do have divine protection. Your Spirit team there and your ancestors are not playing any longer. All right. I mean, I hear that they've been on these people from the get-go, but like they're really cracking down on them now. All right. Because enough's enough. So, all right. Well, I hope that this helps. If you all have been having any, feeling blockages of any kind, or like I said, brain fog, or just, feeling exhausted, having nightmares, feeling spiritually attacked, this could be the reason why. And things should be turning around for you. Try to get out into nature. Try to ground yourself as much as possible. Try to either, if you have salt water around you, you can, go swim in some salt water, even soak your feet in some Epsom salt and water, or take a saltwater bath. Anything like that will kind of spiritually protect you and, protect you from these spiritual attacks. So, and definitely, make sure to call your energy back every day as well, to kind of keep you safe and secure from all of this as well. Source is at work here trying to, get rid of all this, but do what you can on your part as well, I'm hearing. Okay. Well, I know this message was for at least someone out there, and I hope it brought clarity. I hope it helped. Please subscribe to my channel because it helps me and my channel greatly. And until next time, take care, my friends. Namaste.